I'm at the Monacan Indian Health Center in Richmond, Virginia. Actually, it's outside of Richmond, Virginia, in Lynchburg, Virginia. It's a very quaint little town where the Monacan tribe, among other Virginia tribes, have just gained federal recognition as being tribal nations after waiting and lobbying and paying lots of money for years and years. And now they are able to receive federal funding, and they've invited me in to do an art therapy training for 2 of their clinics, also Chickahominy tribe. So here is the beautiful new clinic that they just built with the federal funds that they're getting, and it's just amazing. Some of the stories I'm hearing in this training, where a lot of natives are saying that for the first time ever, a lot of boarding school era native elders are coming out and actually getting services from the traumas that they went through in boarding school era for the very, very first time. So it's just really exciting that they are actually getting services now where they've had nothing, not being federally recognized. They were state recognized, but oftentimes weren't even eligible for health insurance, which is breaking treaties. But if you're not federally recognized, federal government was not obligated to uphold any kind of treaties. So it's really amazing to hear also this is a landless tribe, not being federally recognized. They were never put on reservations, so there's only 2 reservations here in Virginia. One is the Pamunkey tribe, and the other is, I can't remember, starts with a CH. And so this tribe the Monacan tribe has no reservation, no land. They have some tribal lands that they're trying to get, and they're trying to also get more land, but it's a process. So I've been talking with the CEO here. Her name is Lindsay, and she's really amazing, and all the staff here is amazing and so informative. But hearing some of the things that a lot of the tribal members go through, not having a reservation that is tribal sovereignty and safe from federal and other police force coming in. For example, one participant in my training, she said her son was bullied at school when they found out he was actually native, and because they don't have tribal schools. So that's one thing that is very difficult, is that they are then enmeshed in a system that's very racist, potentially, and you're also targeted. So the principal started targeting him. The police were called on him. They took his sacred pipe out of his car and were being very disrespectful to her son, who was in high school. So that's one way these kinds of discriminatory acts can happen. Also, when you can get racially profiled here very easily, and you don't have a res to escape to and be safe. And that's one good thing about, even though that was not good, that people were put in agencies back they were called back in the 1800s when these started. But it's also called preservations in some Indian cultures, where, like in Canada, they're called preserves. But some people decide to call reservations preservations, because it's not only preserving a culture, but it's also preserving the language, and it's also giving Native people a sovereign place to be that does not allow federal officers on the land. So that's one difference that I've seen in not having been a federally recognized tribe for so long, up until 2017, when this happened for them, that they were not receiving federal money, and then also being just completely assimilated in this regular culture. And that's really hard for a lot of tribal people. So I'm just learning a lot about what it means to be federally recognized, and how unfair it is. Again, it's another way that the U.S. government keeps people down and keeps the natives oppressed in refusing to give them federal recognition. And here they even have paperwork that they, were in contact with Lewis and Clark and John Smith and all these early pioneers, white people, that the Monacan had a lot of interaction with those people. And even even the U.S. government is still refusing to, up until 2017, was still refusing to grant them federal recognition, even though they know who they are as a people, they know they're a tribe, and they have their own tribal council and own tribal government. But when you don't have your own tribal land and tribal sovereignty, that can be quite a challenge, like how to implement that, how to mitigate it. So it's been an incredible learning journey, and I look forward to getting back to Mexico and going to the beach and being in the white sands and swimming in the ocean and just integrating this incredibly rich experience and seeing all the artwork that is being produced as a result, telling their stories. It's just beautiful. So more later.